Hey guys, what's happening? It is Friday morning, and I stopped here for a reason across from the Thai Hoot Market. And that reason is somebody asked me about cell phones here. And I think I mentioned it a couple times in videos, but never really went into detail. They want to know if the phone will work over here, if they can switch carriers and things like that. And the reason I stopped here is because I wanted to show you this cell card place. And if you're coming to Siem Reap, it is less than 10 minutes from my house, centrally located. And that's going to be important later. And let me tell you why. Yes, you can bring your cell phone over here and it will work. But you have to remember you need to have an unlocked cell phone. And what I mean by unlocked is simply it cannot be attached to a specific carrier back where you come from. For instance, if you got your phone with a plan from Verizon, let's say, AT&T, that phone is going to be linked to that Verizon or AT&T account. So it will not be unlocked and you won't be able to use it over here. What I did is went to Amazon before I left. I just did a search for unlocked smartphones, and I had a whole list of available options, and I chose the one that was right for me. It's the one I'm still using. Unlocked means you can change carriers anytime you want, basically. Now, when you come over here with your unlocked cell phone, you have different options, different carriers. I showed you cell card because I like cell card. That's the one I use. And so that's the one I want to focus on. However, you do have other options. There's Metphone. There's also Smart. If you wanted to use them, they will all offer deals to you when you sign up. I'm on the Big Love plan. I'm on what's called the Big Love plan. And another plan, I think it's called Osaka Exchange. Each one of those is $1 a week. The Osaka Exchange, I believe it's called, I might be mispronouncing that, but that is simply for 450 minutes of phone calls each month. That does not come out of my data plan. And then the other $1 goes for my Big Love plan, which gives me enough data to last a whole week easily. And I use my phone a lot. So for $2 a week, I get all the data and all the phone calls I will probably ever need. Now, you can go to any phone shop you see, and there are tons of phone shops here. You can do it the first day you get here. Just go to a phone shop and say, I need a SIM card for cell card or Smart or Metphone, whichever one you want. And they can hook you up right there. But if you do choose to use cell card, I would advise you to go to the building I just showed you back there. And that's why I showed you. You'll sit down. They'll want to see your passport because your phone number will be linked and registered to you. And then they will get you your first top off. And when you leave, you'll be good to go with your Wi-Fi and cell phone service. And it's easy. They speak English good enough. And some of these cell phone shops, they do not. They might, you might have to explain to them a few times exactly what it is you want. Not all of them, but a lot of them I noticed. I actually went up to one once when I first got here, and he didn't even try. He was just like, I don't know what you're saying. So I just moved along. But once you get your initial SIM card, and they will put it in for you, make sure it works, you'll get your phone number and everything. Once they do that, you can top off anytime you want. Top off simply means you're adding money to your account. So when on the week after your data plan would expire, if you have money in your account, they'll automatically take $1 and you'll be topped off again. They also have plans where you could pay I think $8 for the whole month and not have to worry about it for 1 month. And you get plenty of data for that. So yes, you will need to have an unlocked phone. You will need to pick your provider once you get here. And always be sure you have money to top off. Although they're really, Cellcard, one reason I like Cellcard, they're really good about sending me a notice a day in advance saying, hey, your plan's going to expire tomorrow, top up now so you don't have an interruption in your service, just in case I forget. Then I can run to the store. And the way you top off is you can go to almost any place here, almost any place. Little mom and pop stores, grocery stores, supermarkets. Anywhere you go, you'll be able to find somebody who will, you just walk in and say, I want a $1 cell card or a $2 cell card, however much you want. You'll get a little card. It'll have a scratch off portion on the back. You scratch that off, and if you download the Cellcard app, once you get up and running, you just enter that number in there and you'll get a message notification saying you've topped up. They'll send you another one on the day your data expires. If you have money, they'll send you one saying you successfully renewed your plan. So it's all pretty much automated, and I've had very little trouble with Cellcard, which is why I use them. Sangalai has used Smart and Smart and Metphone, and in both instances, especially with Smart, it just kind of a hassle. A lot of service interruptions. Not getting messages properly, and then they shut off her servers because she didn't top up, because she wasn't aware of what day it was supposed to happen. So that's why I prefer Cellcard. I think they're better. Smart is probably the most popular though, so what do I know? Most people, or at least a lot of people, seem to prefer them. But I just go with what I know. So yeah, it's really easy. You pop your SIM card in. Every week, remember to buy a $1 or a $2 card. Scratch out the number, input it, you'll get a confirmation, and you are good to go. Every week. That's how the cell plans work around here. Pretty easy, I think. Right now we're just headed down to the market. Later on, we're going to go out and do something with Bill for his last hurrah, his last weekend in Cambodia. It's sad to see him go, but I understand his reasons, his thought process. Because believe it or not, it happens, that kind of thing happens all the time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put a link to his channel down below, Cambodia, and he explains in his last video exactly why he's decided to go back to Arizona, his thought process behind it. And it's all good. You got to do what makes you happy. But anyway, we'll be going out later. doing some things there. But we had to go to the market. We've been out of food to cook at home for a while now. It does get a little, I'm not going to say hard, because it's not really hard, but a little demanding of my time. All the teaching hours I have, and yet I keep adding more because people want to join. I'm going to let them join. But people are kind of busy here. I just been talking with one young man, and he told me he goes to college. He goes to university here 4 days a week in the morning. Then he has a part-time job every day from like 11 to 6 at night. So it's hard to schedule him for 5 hours a week. So I'll probably be adding one more class in the evening to accommodate him. But a lot of times that's what happens here. People want to learn English, but then there's the other side where they have to live their lives. They can't, obviously he can't stop going to college to learn English with me 1 hour a day, and he's got to have the job so he can afford to pay for his college and of course his living and all that. So that's the plus and negatives of learning English here. If they had all the time in the world and money wasn't a concern, it would be a lot easier. But I don't mind. As long as they're learning, I'm happy. All right, we're almost at the market. I just wanted to explain to you about the cell phone thing. There's my favorite store. Bookshops, which are actually stationery stores and things of that nature. They have stationery and binders, paper, markers. And I do have to go in and check on some posters, how much some posters are. Matter of fact, I might go do that now. So, I will talk to you guys in the next one.